All right. Okay. I think I can back this off a little. That's better. Charlie, you there?
I'm here.
All right. Okay. So anyway, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is CampusNation.com, your internet sports authority. We are live from Fred Sommers Court. This is Hurricane basketball tonight. Big game, Clinton-Massie and the Wilmington Hurricane. And so who are we seeing?
Gary Smith, he's out there watching tonight. How you doing, Gary?
Okay, and we had several. I mean, we had over 60 viewers waiting for the stream to start, and understandably, everybody's anxious, and they were afraid that maybe they weren't getting the feed, but that's not the case. We only start once the junior varsity game finishes. The Hurricane were victorious in both these games. Charlie, what was the score? We had
the
freshman 33-30 over Clinton-Massie. And then what was the other, Charlie?
Wilmington Reserve 64-46
right.
for the winners.
So in both cases, Wilmington, and we've seen that in the times that, well, the other boys game that we did, even though they lost to Hillsborough, both the varsity or the junior varsity and the freshman teams won. So it looks like we've got some good talent coming up even behind these Hurricane varsity players. But this is the first time, obviously, we've seen Clinton-Massie this year, and I don't know how many games they've played prior to that. And I honestly don't know whether Wilmington has played any away games. I thought that they did, but I'm not sure. We'd have to look it up on the SBAAC website. But anyway, tonight's game will get underway in what, about
14 minutes and 30 seconds.
Right, and we usually start about 15 minutes before game time, so we're right.
So we're ready.
Yeah, we're right on time.
Yeah.
We just have some anxious fans out there wanting to see this basketball contest, and we will certainly be bringing it to you.
Well,
tonight.
it is about maybe 20 minutes later than usual. It
is
seems like tonight.
Yeah,
so.
it is.
But we are here, and the Hurricane and the Massie are both out on the floor doing their pregame warm-ups. One thing I'm just noticing right offhand is, Hurricane has a full throng of players, and Massie has a nice list, but I'm only seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that it?
Well, I don't know, because obviously we've got no one on the bench, so to speak. So the players that are playing, at least from appearances, are out on the floor right now.
Yeah, there's only 5 players right now suited up.
I can't honestly believe that's all it's going to be.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be some come up from the reserve team, but I thought I saw more than that earlier. But really, just counting, there's only 5 out there right now that are dressed, and you can't tell because of this COVID stuff. I mean, if somebody gets it, you're down for. It used to be 14 days. I think they've changed that to 10 now.
Yeah, I think that
the CDC has. Now, whether Ohio's went along with that, I have no clue.
Yeah.
But, so.
And we do know that there has been, I don't know if you categorize it an outbreak over at Clinton-Massie, but I know in talking with Matt Baker that they were having issues with a flare-up, I guess, of COVID positives there at Clinton-Massie, and so it's possible that but I saw a couple other players there in the hallway there underneath there, so it's possible that there's some still in the in the locker room.
Well, yeah, there's probably, those are the reserve kids that do both, double duty.
Well, they'd have to tonight.
Yeah, but there comes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more, and those are all those reserve players from Massie coming out to join the 5. On their roster, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 players on the roster, but I see about 13 now here for Massie. So they've got a couple out. Wilmington, on the other hand, has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And they've got at least 13 out there.
And for me, talking as I do frequently with the athletic director here at Wilmington, Troy Deals, I have not gotten the impression that even as far as the school, that there's been a great deal of positivity in any kind of COVID here, at Wilmington. So I don't know whether they have some magic formula that they use or, how it works at Wilmington doesn't seem to be as affected as other schools here in the county.
Wilmington has been doing this hybrid. They started out the year doing this hybrid where kids only came 2 days a week. And
but then they went full-time to school, then they went back to the hybrid.
I don't think they were full-time very long.
Yeah.
Hillsborough, Greenfield, they're still going full-time. Massie, I think, is a hybrid. I remember earlier in the year, hearing about like 75, 80 kids at Massie, quarantine. That doesn't mean they have the COVID.
No, it just means that they have been exposed.
They've been around somebody that's had it, and so, it's 14 days. It's 14 days. Yeah.
Well, it plays havoc with coaches, trying to, be able to field some players.
Yeah.
How do you replace, especially if they're, starters or they're, some of your more quality players, you lose one or two of those and you might as well hang the season up.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, at least they're playing.
Yeah, and I agree. I think they
playing.
should. I think that no matter what, these kids need to be playing if they can and if they can do it safely. I think that we've already done far too much in the way of taking things away from the spring students and athletes. And I think that...
even winter last year, they didn't have any state tournaments last year.
Right.
My daughter swam for East Clinton, and she didn't get to finish her season.
Yeah, and that's it's got to be tough. And not just that. I mean, people in general, whether you're an adult or you're, school-aged, we're sort of by habit, we're creatures of habit as far as wanting to be social. And you don't get that. First of all, you're wearing a mask, so there's, there may be eye contact, but you're not really seeing, any kind of expression because the person's face is behind the mask.
Right.
I guess it's Grace Robin Banks or something like that, but other than that, and then you've got, a situation where whether you're a teacher or whether you're a student, you're wearing these masks all day long.
Yep.
And I'm just afraid that when this is all said and done, is there going to be a lot of respiratory problems that have developed as a result of wearing these masks?
If you look back at the plague in the 1920s, 1918.
I wasn't alive then. I know you were, Charlie.
No, but what I heard was, and this supposedly came from Fauci, that a lot of people, died from the plague, but then a lot of people also got sick from wearing the mask because it wasn't cleared out.
I can't believe that it is healthy, regardless of what anybody says, and I'm obviously not a doctor, but breathing your own breath, carbon dioxide, back in, back out. I know for a fact that when I wear a mask, and I don't think it's psychological, it could be, but I certainly have more labored breathing, wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Now, fortunately, because we are in the press box here in the rafters of Wilmington High School and not exposed or near anyone else, we don't wear, while we're doing the broadcast, we don't wear masks.
Right.
If we're giving anything to anybody, it's just us. And, we've exposed ourselves. And when I mean exposed, we've been around each other fairly in close proximity, all year round. So I would just say that at this point, and you've got these basketball players, they're out on the floor and they have to be breathing heavily. They're not wearing masks.
Right.
There's got to be, droplets or whatever.
Well, just a sweat factor too. I don't know if you can get it that way or not.
I don't know. But the fact that we haven't had more positives is remarkable, just because of the nature of sports.
Well, and just recently, it seems like it's really starting to head into our area. When this all started, it's like I can still remember people posting on Facebook. They'd say, "Hey, does anybody know anybody that has anything that's had this?" And a lot of people would go, "No." But now you post that on there, and a lot of people. I know 3 people that have it, 4 people.
Except once again, do we know people that really have it? And see, this is the
I know 4 people.
Well, what I'm saying is, in distinguishing this, you got to distinguish between people that have been exposed and that have the virus, whatever the markers are, and people that actually have got to go to the hospital and have been hospitalized from that. And then obviously there have been deaths.
Yeah.
But are the deaths attributable to something other than COVID, even though everything's written off as COVID, because obviously the flu season is supposed to be on and strong right now. Nobody's having any problems with the flu because everything's being attributed to COVID. So I think that takes a lot of the credibility away, or at least a lot of the confusion.
I'm going to tell you what takes credibility away from all this is there's no consistency anywhere. It's like, if you go to Middletown right now, they've got school completely closed off. You go to Cincinnati, they got school closed off. You go to Dayton, they've got school closed off. We're still having school here. It's different with everybody that is out there. There's no consistency on how to handle this.
Yeah, well, I think that, any way you look at it, we're just glad that the kids are playing and that they're not having they're not having to put off any kinds of athletics, and as long as once again they can play and they remain safe, that's the most important concern that anyone has as far as
the nice thing about younger people is they seem to bounce back from it pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and you're teaching, Charlie. I mean, you're in school virtually every day, so and you're going to a myriad of schools, so it's not like you're just here at Wilmington or you're.
It's amazing I haven't got it yet. I need to just knock wood here. I'm knocking it right now. knocking the fake wood.
Yeah. Well,
I've been around a lot of schools where they've had it. One class, it was funny because, like, from the left side to the right side, kids were just disappearing daily because somebody had it, and people, they have to go quarantine because they were too close to these people.
Yeah. Well, and that would be through that contact tracing, I guess. And I think that they say that basically there's a certain period of time, I don't know if it's 15 minutes or, but if you've been in contact with someone for a certain period of time, and and Matt Baker was explaining that to me during the football season because we had some issues. But fortunately, at this point, hopefully we will see an end to this sometime sooner rather than later.
Well, we got vaccines coming.
Yeah, they say at least 20 million will be vaccinated by the end of the year, and those will be mainly first responders and people that are most vulnerable. So hopefully we'll get that. We'll get those vaccines going, and the people that are first responders and people that are out there in hospitals and that'll be able to get the vaccine, and then they can worry about whether the population takes it here next year.
Massie has just come out of the locker room in their red uniforms. They're ready to go. Wilmington's back out there on the floor. They're going to be in their home white uniforms tonight. And I'm excited. Massie, Wilmington, I tell you what, this is,
anytime these two teams play in any sport, there's always a lot of interest here.
There's no love lost, that's for sure.
No. Well, they're cousins playing cousins, and backyard rivals, county rivals, and probably more with Massie than Blanchester or East Clinton. There are certain people that obviously probably look at different rivalries different as far as county schools, but these two schools they seem to have probably some of the strongest as far as rivalry of the four schools that are in the county.
I talked to Coach Kramer just briefly before the game, and he wasn't real happy, obviously, with the way they played last week against Hillsborough.
First loss
in 20 years.
In 20 years, yeah.
But anyhow, he knows what the problems are. He's a real good coach, and he says they've been addressed. So now it's just a matter of whether the team pulls through, and does what they've been taught this week, because they all know, and they could just go back and watch the show from last week, watch the game, and you could tell, hey, we got to work on some stuff here.
I think that the
rebounding mainly.
I think I mean, we obviously made our comments and analysis in that, and we're not coaches. Obviously, that's a certain, but at the same time, we've certainly seen a lot of basketball.
Right.
We have over 670, not just basketball, but all kinds of sports. But a goodly part of that is basketball over the years, and.
I did coach basketball one year when I was teaching.
There you go.
I coached 7th grade. They couldn't get anybody to do it, 7th grade boys. And
so you were elected.
I told them I would do it. It was my first teaching job. And One thing about even being a band director, I've always enjoyed sports and loved sports. And I've seen, just over my 30 years, you figure I've seen 300 plus basketball games and football games.
Well, and we've done when you were out at Greenfield McLean,
Yep.
We did several basketball games out that way. So, and we've done games from Columbus all the way down into northern Kentucky. So, and those great Hurricane teams, when they went to the state semifinals. We had some great times all through those games.
Yes, definitely. And that's what's fun, is to see where some of these young people do turn out, whether they play in college or whether they just go on and have successful professional careers. It's pretty neat to watch them grow. Yeah. That's one of the best things about being a teacher and doing something like this.
Well, and we've got a couple ex-Hurricane basketballers over at Wilmington College.
Yep.
Playing over there for Wilmington College. We're going to get underway here. They're going to introduce the teams, and we're going to have the national anthem. So,
probably going to do the national anthem here first. So we're going to take a little break while that's going on, and then we'll give you the starting lineups. Right now, they're just giving the good sportsman speech. Everybody act like a human being, basically.
All right.
And here we go. Greg Quallen on the call down there. And we do have the cheerleaders here tonight. No pep band, but I'm sure that's just because of the COVID regulations. But
we do have a pretty good crowd tonight, as we would expect with Massie coming in.
Right. Well, but again, you only have so many tickets to give out.
Right.
Starters for Massie, number 3, Cody Zantini. He's a junior. Number 10, Logan Myers. Number 11, Blake Ireland. Logan's a senior, Blake's a junior. And Broderick Mutters-Paul and Jordan Redmond, both seniors, round out the starters for Clinton-Massie. Steve Graves is head coach there. They're introducing the cheerleaders right now for Wilmington. Starters for the Hurricane. Matt Butcher, number 3, he's 6'6" senior. Brandon Glass, 5'10" senior. Kendall France, number 10, 6'3" senior. Brady Vilvins, 6'4" senior. And Luke Blessing, number 32. And head coach for the Hurricane is Matt Kramer. Hurricane getting in their circle over there, the cheerleaders around them. And they look like they're ready to go. So Wilmington's in their home whites, Massey's in the red. We're all video tonight, so I don't need to tell you which way they're going, but you can see that. Butcher's going to jump against Jordan Redmond. Ball's up, and looks like Massey is going to control the tip. Nice save there by Broderick Mudispaul. Blake Ireland has the ball. He brings it up. Wilmington's going to be playing man-to-man. Ireland gets the ball knocked away from him by Brandon Glass, but it's going to stay with Massey's possession. Massey inbounds. Getting to get it to Ireland. Ireland almost throws it away, working the right side. Gets it into Zantini. Three-pointer, left wing, number 10. Logan Myers with a three-pointer. Wilmington, that's one thing they want to do is they want to push the ball. Their offense is pretty much quick hitters, boys. Massey playing man. Nice pass underneath France. He gets the ball stolen away, though, by Ireland. Ireland brings the ball up, stops and pops at the foul line. No good. Rebounded by Glass. Gets it down. Wilmington 32, shot up. Luke Blessing, no good from the right wing. Massey comes down with the rebound. And that's something we got to pay attention to tonight. We'll see if Wilmington can do any better on the boards than they did the other night. And we're going to have a foul. Foul's going to be on number 10, Kendall France, his first, team's first. He reached in, grabbed the arm, didn't get any ball, but got a lot of arm. 3-0 right now. The Falcons on top. Blake Ireland with the basketball in the backcourt. Throws it down. Shot up, number 33 for Massey. That's Redmond, no good. Wilmington gets the ball out quick, brings it down quick. Three-pointer put up and good from the left wing, Brandon Glass. That was smooth. And expect a lot of that from the Hurricane. Just run and gun, baby. Trying to go all the way, number 11, Blake Ireland, gets the ball knocked out of bounds. I almost thought they were going to call traveling, Rick.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
It looked like he did travel, but
no call, no call. Massey's ball underneath the basket. Looking to see anybody break loose underneath. They just dump it out to number 10, Myers, out on top. Takes a couple dribbles, gives it back to Zantini, back to Myers. He dribbles right side, baseline. Blocked. Blocked by Kendall France. Wilmington going quick the other way. Almost lost possession, but they still have the ball. Yeah, Wilmington's just not taking care of the ball real well.
Yeah, a little out of control.
That's a good way to put it. 3-3. Just under 6 to play here. Massey with the basketball. Logan Myers has it, brings it out to the top. Looking for some help. Gets it over. Pass shot from the left side, no good by Blake Ireland. Zantini has it out on top. Ball's kicked out of bounds by Wilmington, but it's going to stay with Clinton-Massie. Into the game comes number 22, Colin Bernhardt. He's a 6'8" junior. Massey with the basketball. Blake Ireland has it out on top, dribbling right in the Hurricane. Gets it over to number 10, Myers, right wing. Zantini stops and pops. No good. Rebounded by Wilmington, and that is Cole Bernhardt making his presence known. Butcher, three-pointer, in and out. But Bernhardt with the rebound, passes it out to Glass.
Got a jump ball? Yep,
jump ball.
Well, the Hurricane thus far seem like they are doing much better as far as rebounding here.
So far.
They're crashing the boards a lot better.
Big difference, isn't it?
Yep.
Big difference.
Yeah, they were very lackadaisical, I guess, with Hillsborough. And Hillsborough took advantage of it.
Yeah, because Hillsborough, there are some rebounding fools there.
Yeah.
Butcher has underneath, dribbles down low.
Another jump ball.
Have a jump ball, and so the ball's going to go back to Massie. And Trick into the game for Massie. He kind of tied up Butcher. Ball's inbounded, knocked out of bounds by Butcher, and Massie still has the ball, trying to inbound it on Wilmington end of the court. They get it in. Trying to do a little fast break here. Up, number 10 with the shot. It's good, and that's Logan Myers. Number 12 drives the baseline for Wilmington, Brady Vilvins, and that's good. I'm kind of impressed with Vilvins, what I saw of him last week. He's got a lot of potential. He could be the guy maybe that just takes the hold of this team and be the leader. I think he's got it in him. Zantini will try to burn Vilvins, but no good. Vilvins got back. Shot was put up by Mooterspaul, no good. Heading the other way. Vilvins. Shot put up by Wilmington. Nice. Three-pointer, Luke Blessing. Long skip pass.
Oh, that's a charge.
Oh, they're going to call the charge.
He put the key when you look at these plays where they call charges, when you put that shoulder down and you go into the defensive player, that's where they inevitably will call a charge on any player.
And Trick with the charge, but I'm going to tell you what, I'd have to give the Academy Award to Butcher there too. He did a little flipping and flopping there. He did a nice job on it.
Taken away.
Stolen out on top.
And he has to foul.
Yep, foul committed by Baltzar, Kellen Baltzar. And he had a good game the other night, Baltzar, and he's a junior. Going to the line will be number 11, Blake Ireland. Junior from Massey, left-hander. Puts the shot up. That's good. The first one's good.
Just as a program note, our next broadcast here on Campus Nation will be girls basketball. Lady Kane will be playing this next Thursday.
Next one's up, and it's good by Blake Ireland. So, Wilmington on top right now, 8-7. Butcher with the basketball out on top. Gets it back. A three-pointer put up by Vilvins. No good.
No arc on that.
No. Zantini with the rebound, brings it down, loses control a little bit. Then he pops a three. No good on the shot.
That's a foul.
It's rebounded by Bernhardt, and he got fouled by number 20. Yeah, number 23. That's Owen Trick, and that's his second already.
You don't have your sidekick Joe here to keep the stats.
That's all right. I can do it. Alex Jones coming into the game for Massey.
I know that when all is said and done, Joe will have fallen asleep in his big, comfortable chair.
Probably. I did text him. Wilmington with the basketball. Vilvins, he traveled. Yep. Took an extra step there. Now, Wilmington, I think they're just setting up a man-to-man all the way down. I don't think it's a diamond or anything like that they're doing. Really haven't had a chance to set it up.
Oh, nice
shot.
Block.
Yeah, blocked by Bernhardt. Nice block. Zantini says, let me try coming in this way. No good. And Vilvins comes out there with the ball, and they're going quick. Butcher, left side, three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by number 33, Jordan Redmond. He gets it out to Ireland. Ireland bringing it up the right side. Ireland stops and pops a three, and nice. It's good.
Got a timeout, Wilmington.
2:42 on the clock, and it looks like a 30-second timeout. And Massey is ahead right now, 10-8. Pretty evenly matched game, wouldn't you say, Ray?
Very evenly matched.
This could be go down to the wire.
Both teams are trying to fast break. Both teams are playing some good defense. There's good rebounding on both sides. Right now, these teams are very evenly matched.
Hurricane doing a lot better so far on the boards than they did against Hillsborough.
Yeah, what a difference a week makes, right?
Yep. Well, and I'm sure all these guys have seen this, the video from last week.
Right.
Not only their own, but I'm sure they've probably watched this one also. And, video doesn't lie. You know what I'm saying?
And unlike a lot of the video systems that they use for huddle and things like that, usually they're just single cameras. With ours, we've got 3 cameras, so we've got different angles that show these plays.
3-pointer put up by the Cane, no good.
Good takeaway. Oh, but he didn't make it.
Stolen away.
Now we got a foul. Foul on Massie.
Ball was stolen away by Blessing. Mooter's Paul with the foul. That's his first, team's third. And Wilmington again hit a couple boards there, That's
they're looking good.
They get the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. Butcher looks like he's probably going to inbound. And he does, gets it. He gets the ball back underneath. 3-pointer, Blessing.
10.
Count it.
Mr. Benny Carroll, the athletic director over at Clinton-Massie, and also known because he was the Blanchester girls basketball coach for years.
Yep.
He's here tonight.
Oh, no foul there. Three-pointer from the corner, number 22, Alex Jones. 13-11, Massie on top. Butcher throws a wild one up, no good.
Yeah, he forced that one.
I don't know if they're calling he was just on the line when he got the rebound. I guess there's no foul there. Looked like he was pointing. Clinton-Massie ball. Looks like Logan Myers to take it out. Gets it into Ireland. Ireland last time took it all the way down, popped the 3 and made it. And he's got it again. He thought about shooting. Picks it up. Gives it back to Myers. Myers has it out on top. Being guarded by Vilvins. Ireland. Number 32 trying to dig inside. We've got 3 seconds. You don't see that called very often.
Not very often.
Looks like 3 seconds on number 23, Owen Trick.
Of course, in the days of the big centers that camped under the basket, you'd get a lot more of those 3-second violations. Today anymore, you don't really see those big mega center type people that just sort of camp under the basket there.
Very rare. Butcher with the basketball underneath the basket. Blessing, 3-pointer again. No follow on the shot. A little short on that one. A minute left to go here, first quarter. Zantini has it out on top. I'm almost fully expecting them to shoot it when they get the ball. But they are starting to pass it a little more. Oh, a ball almost thrown away by Massie.
Oh, nice block.
Block, yeah, number 32.
Led him just a little too far.
22, excuse me, Bernhardt on the block. Massie bringing it right back down. Thought about the 3. Stolen by Bernhardt. I kind of like this Bernhardt. He's feisty.
He's a scrappy guy, isn't he?
Yeah. Wilmington with the basketball. Oh, what are they going to call here? I would assume they're going to call foul on Zantini. Nope, they're just calling the ball out of the bounds. So ball's knocked out of bounds by Massie, 21.7 seconds.
Hurricane under their basket, bringing it in.
Butcher to inbound. Gets it over to number 4, Zane Miller. Blessing has it. Stops and shoots at about the left elbow and makes it.
That was a sweet shot there.
13-13. Long 3-pointer at the buzzer by Zantini.
Rolled around.
In and out. So after one, we got a tie game here, folks. 13-13. And scoring's pretty much spread around here. We've got For Massey, Logan Myers has 5, Ireland has 5, and Alex Jones has 3, and 3 3-pointers. For Hurricane, Glass has a 3, Brady Vilvins has a bucket, and Luke Blessing has 2 threes and a field goal. So Luke Blessing's wanting to shoot it. If he can get open, he's going to pop them, that's for sure. So 13-13. Foul-wise, Clinton-Massie only has 3. Wilmington only has 2. Pretty clean. They could have called more fouls than that, but that's where we're at. 3 and 2.
I think it's been fairly even. I don't see.
Oh no, I'm
there's
not
nothing.
Not complaining. I'm just saying some of the things.
It's like anything else, Charlie.
Let go.
We've seen games here where the slightest little tic-tac foul is called, and then other. But typically, they only get that way if you see a lot of. I don't know.
We've seen some people. There's so many fouls in the game, you need to call the police.
Right. Well, if the teams are sort of mixing it up a little, then they might get a little tighter on those foul calls.
Wilmington with the basketball starting the second quarter here, 13-13. Oh, Blessing, yeah, he traveled. He took an extra step. He was expecting Vilvins, I think, to be somewhere, and he wasn't. Into the game comes number 23, Colin Barker. That's the name I got, but I don't think that's his height. Anyhow, Colin Barker into the game. If I'm wrong on that, somebody correct me, but I got 23 for Colin Barker. 3-pointer put up.
Oh, bank.
The bank is open, Luke Blessing said. Puts it in, 16-13, Hurricane on top. Massey with the basketball. Out of control, number 11. They're going to call the foul, though. Listen to this name. Mikey Brown. Okay, he's got a different number.
Yeah,
well,
well, that's because he's also in the junior varsity and played in the junior varsity game. So I think that they probably.
So that's Mikey Brown in the game.
He's a good little player too.
Well, they've got another player listed for number 23. So I don't know if we got 2 23s or what. Shot was put up by Massey. No good. Wilmington with the board. Mikey Brown has it on top. Gets it over to Butcher. Butcher.
Oh, nice block
by number 33, Redmond. Wilmington, though, gets the ball back off the block. Vilvins has it on top.
Bad pass.
And he throws it away. Massey trying to get a quick hitter out of that. Ireland looking down court.
Mr. Brown says, no, it's out on them. No.
Yeah. Mikey Brown. So I want to make sure I give him that foul. Ireland with the basketball, working on Brown, dribbles up the left side, gives it over to Zantini. Zantini drives the lane, gets blocked. Wilmington's off to the races. Get it to Blessing. Blessing puts it up, and it's good.
Joe Davis would be happy to see them using the bankboard or the backboard or whatever he wants to call it. He says bankboard. Stolen
by Mikey Brown. Massey puts the ball up, and it's good.
We're going to have a timeout here. Yep, Massey takes a timeout. Wilmington do a little surge here.
Yeah, well, it's 20-13. Wilmington's on a 7-0 run.
Yeah, smart timeout by Massey, though. They want to sort of stop the bleeding here.
Yep, Mikey Brown's kind of added a little spark here for the Hurricane coming in. Yep. I tell you what, Hurricane look a lot. I mean, granted, the competition's maybe not quite as good. I think
Hillsborough has a good
lot
team.
better, better team.
Those three players, besides their height being very tall,
and they're all seniors.
Yeah, I mean, and they have the experience.
You guys get a chance out there to see Hillsborough. If you didn't watch the Hillsborough-Wilmington game here tonight, we've got it up on Campus Nation. You can watch it, but if you get a chance to watch Hillsborough,
Well, there's a lot of good teams in the FAC.
Yeah, that conference is going to be loaded.
Yeah, and so
Jackson, Chillicothe,
Miami Trace. Yeah.
Miami Trace.
Up in our neck of the woods where we've got our radio station.
Miami Trace and Hillsboro. Those 4 are going to be real good, it looks like. Miami Trace has got 3 trees. I know that.
I watched some video. They were doing some scrimmaging, and I know what you were saying. These boys are tall over at Trace.
And they're big, too.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I know about Hillsboro.
Well, they look more like college kids almost.
Yeah, Hillsboro seemed like, they've been in the weight room a lot. You can tell, boys, you guys watch this, you can tell who's been in the weight room and who hasn't. Massey bringing it up. Ireland goes right down, passes it off. Nice pass, number 10. Errant shot put up, though, by Logan Myers. Mikey Brown has it for the Hurricane. Gets rid of it. In the corner, three-pointer put up. No good by Vilvins. Vilvins hadn't got hot. He had some nice buckets here tonight, but tonight he's kind of having a hard time getting started. Shot put up, number 10, Logan Myers. And that was a good job by Myers fighting off Cole Bernhardt there. Butcher, deep three-pointer, no good. And Clinton-Massie gets the rebound. Oh, what are they going to call
carry
here?
that ball?
Going to call foul on Butcher.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was waiting.
It looked like he carried it. He went over,
That's what I was thinking, too. I thought it might be a carry. Into the game comes number 21, Landon Griffith, 6'2" junior. Keegan Lamb also in the game for Clinton-Massie. Lamb has the ball. Gets it over to number 10, Myers. Stolen by Vilvins on the pass underneath. They got it to Mikey Brown. Mikey Brown, nice passing by the Hurricane. Into number 21. Landon Griffith with the basket. They moved the ball real well there. Massey back the other way.
Another block.
Shot put up, blocked by Vilvins.
There's a
We're
foul.
going to have a foul, and it looks like it's going to be on number 5. Yeah, foul's on number 5. Brandon Glass, his first.
Team's fifth. So Wilmington with 5 fouls and Massey with 3 fouls so far.
No one with over 1 foul, though, for Wilmington.
But that was a shooting foul, so he'll get 2 shots.
Trick has 2 fouls for Massey. So number 33 at the line, Redmond, misses the first. Mooters Paul back in the game. Ireland going out. Ireland's a hustler, I'll give him that. 22-15. Shot up, no good.
Oh, we got another foul. Going over to Wilmington.
Fouls on number 4. Keegan Lamb, his first, team's 4th.
A push from behind, as Joe would call it.
Yes. 22-15, Wilmington on top. 22-15, Wilmington with the basketball. Kick by Massey, number 10, Logan Myers. So Wilmington will take out the ball. Opposite side of the benches. Butcher is going to be there to throw the ball in. Gets it into Mikey Brown. Pass around to Vilvins. 5 3-pointer. No good. Brandon Glass, he's got a nice looking shot. It just didn't go down for him. Mikey Brown fighting for the basketball. I'll tell you what, I like his spunk, though.
Yeah.
Fouls on Mikey Brown, 23. That's his second. Yeah. Mikey Brown coming out. Luke Blessing coming back in. Yeah, you guys got to give Mikey a little love over there because he's playing his heart out. Clinton-Massie with the basketball. Redmond dribbles left side, pops it up, no good. Gets his own rebound.
Good shot.
And puts it back up and in.
That's what you do. You follow that rebound. Chances are you're going to have that second shot. You're going to make it.
Blessing drives the middle of the lane, puts up the little floater, no good. Rebounded by Redmond. 22-17, 4 minutes left to go here, second quarter. Clinton-Massie with the basketball. Being double teamed out front. Going to call travel. Yeah. That was number 32, the travel, Mooter's boy. No one come help him. Blessing bringing the ball up. Oh, stolen away. Nice steal by Massie.
Don't foul.
And blocked. Blocked by Vilvins. Lucky no foul was called there.
Right.
A lot of times it is automatically called foul. You know,
yeah, and even if you don't get them with the hand, usually they'll get you for the body.
Yeah. Coming out, number 10, Logan Myers. Back in is Ireland. Zantini looking to try to get the ball in. Gets it in deep to number 4, Keegan Land. Back to Zantini. Misses everything. Butcher with the basketball on the rebound, bringing it up. Thought Bilvin thought about the 3. Goes baseline, dishes it off. Number 21, no good. 2 Hurricane fighting for the rebound, and they give it up to Massie. Zantini has it. Zantini.
Gonna be charged. Well, he was a little out of control. That was the problem.
Yeah.
You know, if he would have been under control, it probably would have been blocking, but he was a little wild and a little out of control, and so...
I think we have a bench warning here on Clinton-Massie, and Butcher... Who was that foul for Massie? That was... I missed that one, folks. Sorry.
That's all right. You can watch
No,
tonight.
it was Zantini, I think. It was Zantini. Well, I tell you what, Butcher, I think that's what they got on the Clinton-Massie coach for, because he was nominating Butcher for the Academy Award.
Well,
three-pointer put up, no good.
He is pretty good.
Well, yeah, he's got a nice flop.
Uh-huh.
I'll have to tease him if I sub over here.
Wow, downtown.
33. Jordan Redmond. Three-pointer, 22-20. Three-pointer for Wilmington the other way, no good. Wilmington gets the rebound, though.
Much better on the boards tonight.
Nice move. Shot
and
is
foul.
up and good by Blessing, and he gets fouled.
And, of course, you know, part of that rebounding obviously has to do with how tall the player is that you're having to rebound from. So it could be that Massie may not have the height and the bulk that Hillsborough did.
Mooters Paul with the foul. Blessing going to the line, and we also have Cole Bernhardt back in the game for Griffith. Shots up and good by Blessing. He's
Completes
leading
the three-pointer.
all scorers right now with 16. Massie out of control shot. Almost goes in. We got a Massie player hurt,
right,
and they're
so
going to call a timeout.
Going to have a timeout with a down Massie player.
Number 11 holding his right ankle, Blake Ireland. He come down on it wrong. He's up on it. He's just limping to the sideline. He's getting a nice warm hand from the crowd that's here. He's working hard. I'm pretty impressed with him. You just like to see it when people go all out, whatever they're doing.
Right,
you know, whether it's basketball, baseball, music, cheerleading.
You like to see the hustle. You like to leave it all on the floor there. Obviously, if you don't, you're going to look at that after the game film and say, why couldn't I have done this?
Yep. 25-20, Wilmington with the basketball and the lead. 2:20 to go here in the second quarter. Butcher, three-pointer from downtown, no good. Gets his own rebound.
Oh, he's going to get fouled.
They're going to call a charge on him.
Yep, basket doesn't count.
Fouls on Butcher. That's going to be his second.
Yeah, it was the right idea, except that, once again, the minute the ball leaves your hands and you crash into somebody, you're going to get that charge.
Zantini has it out on top. Oh, they're going to call another one on Butcher.
That was a little picky.
Well, and Coach, that's his third.
Yep, it's going to have to come out.
Yep. Brandon Glass will be checking back into the game. I don't know how many times you see that.
Well, that's a frustration foul,
He wanted to make, that's a makeup foul. He wanted to make up because he charged, the Clinton-Massie player, and he wanted to try to make something good out of it, and that's what usually happens. He ended up committing a second foul. First shot's up and good by Redmond.
25-21. Hurricanes' lead is being cut into by this Massie team.
Yeah, it was 20-13. No good on that one. Rebounded, though, by Vilvins. Get the ball down quick. Blessing, right side, puts it up. No good. Ball's on the floor. Ball's knocked away. Shot up. No good. Good rebound, followed by number 11, Baltzar. Baltzar going to drive the lane again. Puts it up, out of control, no good. Shot put up, this time by 5, and it's good. Hey, but look at that. Wilmington had 3 or 4 shots. They're getting some rebounds.
Yeah, a lot of hustle going on there.
Shot up by number 33. He's starting to light him up. Redmond. Blessing, three-pointer, right side, no good. 27-23. Wilmington on top. 1 minute here, 1 minute left to play. Nice drive. Number 4, Keegan Lamb, just a sophomore with the bucket. 27-25, Wilmington with the basketball. Baltzar, pull-up jumper at the foul line, no good.
Well, tied him up. Jump ball.
And it's going to go to Massie.
So Massie making a late run here in the second quarter. Just trailing by 2 points. They could tie it up or go ahead here, this possession.
48 seconds to go in the half.
Think they'll hold it?
I don't think so. Ireland gets all the way down. Pass off number 10. Myers. Three-pointer.
They take the lead by a point.
From the right corner. Blessing has it on the right wing.
Watch the clock, boys.
Blessing tries to dribble inside. They're going to call a foul on
21.
21. Lex Russell. It's his first foul. So going to the line, shoot 2, we have Blessing.
First one's good.
First one is good. Actually, yeah.
We're tied all 28.
Ball's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay there with Clinton-Massie. 28-28, 25 seconds to go, second quarter, guys.
All right, so Massie more than likely will have the last shot here unless the ball's stolen.
Get the ball into Ireland.
Pressure by the Hurricane.
There's a little trap there. Massie still hasn't got across midcourt. Now they do. Ireland with the basketball out on top.
Oh,
5 seconds? Or
know.
Foul?
I thought it was a foul.
Oh, a foul. 33, Jordan Redmond.
Charge.
Well, what do they call it? They call it a screen, like a moving screen type thing, I think. 28-28. That's where we need Joe. Joe, tell us.
Yeah, and if he doesn't know, he'll make
illegal
it up.
Screen. Illegal screen. There.
All right, there you go.
Hey, when you get old, you forget crap. I tell you what. 28-28, 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4. Shot by Blessing at free throw line. No good. Rebounded. Back up. And still no good by number 22, Cole Bernhardt. So at the half, folks, we got us a little barn burner here. 28-28.
Well, we said these two teams appeared to be fairly evenly matched, and the score sort of holds true to that with a tie score at the half.
Yes, sir.
And I don't think we actually sort of let everybody know our crew tonight. We've got Charlie's wife, Rachel, on a camera which is on the, if you are familiar with the middle school gym, we're on the second level at the opposite door end of the court. And then we've got Dean Thompson down on the floor. So you've got that floor level look. And then I'm running the camera up here in what we call the crow's nest, which has gotten some new paint and some decals.
Dwayne Richards, Sabina High guy there. Yeah. Dwayne Richards,
inside the booth, we've even got a Hurricane logo on the wall now. So some new, I guess, digs for us to do our broadcast from. And, of course, I'm Rick Phillips. Charlie Hargrave is doing your play-by-play, and my wife, Sydney Alexis, she's doing the switching here and all the other gobbledygook that brings this broadcast to you with the good shots.
Plus, I'm doing some color just with my shirt.
Well, you are. Yeah, Charlie's got that shirt on that you can't look at because you'll go blind, but...
Get lit, baby, get lit. That's what it's called, get lit. 8 minutes here left, 8:48 until we start the third quarter. But let's go over some scoring here. For Clinton-Massie, Keegan Lamb has 2. For Clinton-Massie, Logan Myers has 10 so far. Blake Ireland, 5. Alex Jones, 3. And Jordan Redmond, he come on late there. He has 8. For Wilmington, Brandon Glass has 5. Brady Vilvins and Landon Griffith and Mikey Brown each have 2. But the man of the hour right now, out of the 28 points, 17 by Luke Blessing.
Right.
17 points. He's just been stopping and popping. You know, he gets the ball down here open, but he's driven a few times to the hole too, but a lot of those are 3-pointers, so... Yeah, he's got 3 3-pointers he's got in, and then he's got a couple free throws and 3 just field goals, and those are the ones he's like driven to the bucket. Very physical game, but not really a whole lot of fouls called. Foul trouble for Clinton-Massie. Owen Trick has 2. Broderick Mudaspal has 2. Several have 1. And then for Wilmington, the only person that's in any real foul trouble is Matthew Butcher, which you don't want him in foul trouble because he's one of your team leaders. He's got 3, and then Mikey Butcher has 2, and then they've got several with 1 foul as well. So...
Well, we're excited about some new programming on our radio station. We have an FM in Fayette County in Jeffersonville, WZAA 106.9 LPFM, right there in Jeffersonville, Ohio. And we have our studios for both Campus Nation and for WZAA there in that northernmost outlet mall. They've got an RV center there now, and just north of what would be 35, I guess, off of Interstate 71. But we've got some new programming that we're going to be bringing to the station, and one of those programs is going to involve you, Charlie.
Yeah, looks like it could be interesting, that's for sure.
We're going to do our, I guess you could say, first taping. Probably going to start off eventually here. I'm not sure exactly when the official date will be, but this Friday, a week from tonight, we're going to be doing the first of hopefully many programs as far as our new program. It's called America Overnight, and the reason is because it runs from midnight until 5 a.m. In this case, it would be actually Saturday morning at midnight till 5 a.m. in the morning, and you ask why? Well, because one of the people that are involved, Charlie, you're a cohort in crime, Riding the Wave with Dave. That's right, from WLW 700, the ATN, American Trucking Network, which is no longer, and it just so happens that we had the availability to maybe sort of pick up the slack, I guess you could say. Now, this is not going to be a trucking show per se, but we might talk some trucking since there are going to be a lot of the listeners probably carried over that had listened to Dave. But Charlie, you're big in the car show and the
right.
The classic car area. You have that Valentine's Day car show every year. Right. Hopefully you'll be able to have that this year. We don't know yet.
Who knows? They just did move the Cavalcade of Customs. Cavalcade of Customs was supposed to be the first week in January. Now they've changed it to the second. I think it's the second weekend in March.
Right. Well, We're going to do our first broadcast, as I said, next Saturday morning at midnight till 5 o'clock a.m. in the morning. And so we'll be anxious to see how that pans out as far as listeners. You've got a huge following on Facebook because of your endeavors, being a DJ and also doing those car shows. And Dave obviously has a fairly large following because of the years that he spent at WKRC in Cincinnati and then WLW.
Right.
And this show is going to be, I guess you could say, a little more politics than it is, or I mean, a little more non-politics and a little or less politics.
It's going to be a little bit of everything.
That's right.
Sounds like it's
more entertainment.
Current events. It could be, just simple topics, and it could be some. The one thing about politics is, no matter what you do, politics a lot of times gets involved whether it wants to or not.
And that's true.
I mean, so you got to take it with it.
You can't necessarily take it out of everything because it's too much a part of everyday life. But ultimately, what we're trying to do is maybe take the best of the American Truckers Network and Dave's show that he did on Saturday morning from midnight to 5 and Sunday morning from midnight to 5, and combine that with some of the resources that we have at WZAA, bringing you to the show as well, and so that you can bring your followers and the people that have followed you as far as your endeavors with the classic cars.
Yeah, and I'm kind of hoping, just a little epiphany here. But I'm kind of hoping people would like it. Like, we're just sitting around outside, maybe on the porch in the summer, and we're talking about just different topics that, affect everyday America.
Yeah, and I think that, the other thing, obviously, is that we've got hopefully some good sponsors that we might be able to bring to the plate. One of the sponsors that were on the American Truckers Network, a big sponsor for that matter, was Motor Coat. They do all kinds of lubricants and things like that for not anything, everyday cars as well as diesel engines and things like that. That's hence the truckers. We're hoping that because we're going to have Mr. Motor Coat on that show. Mr. Motor Coat is from the Columbus area. He's going to be coming down, and he'll be on that show with us. We will take phone calls. We'll have at least 5 open phone lines, so you'll be able to call in. It will be a talk show. It will be an entertaining show. And we will try to keep everybody entertained in the early mornings hours.
And you talk about opening phone lines, and that the direction could go anywhere.
Well, that's true, and hopefully, I know that there's no way we won't get a lot of phone calls, people wanting to call in, because Dave, his phone lines, he had 20, and they were always busy.
Well, I tell you what, my little show with Kim last night. We actually had almost 200 comments, and I'm sure people would probably call in if we gave them that option, but instead they just comment in.
Right, and of course we have our YouTube channel, which people make comments on while they're watching the game, but if they're watching it actually on our website, then it's comment free. But the other thing that a lot of people will do is they take the feed off of YouTube on their smart television. They get to watch it, in all its glory as a big screen television program, like you would any other television sporting event. So, and we do everything in HD video. And once again, as we said last week, we've recently tapped into the Ethernet here at Wilmington, which gives us a much steadier stream rather than using the Wi-Fi. So that has been very helpful as far as our broadcast. We had the same situation. We had a fiber Ethernet connection over at Massey for a lot of the football games, all the football games at home at Massey this year. And the press box at Wilmington, we used Wi-Fi, but we still had, in most cases, a pretty good stream there as well. So fortunately, these schools have got pretty good bandwidth, and it helps us as far as bringing you the broadcast and bringing it to you so that you can put it on a big screen television and see it in high resolution.
Hopefully without that circle going around and around.
Right. No, that always tends to be a problem. Of course, we can't control their internet connection, but from our end here, we've got a pretty strong connection. So I guess we're going to get underway in the second half.
Yep. Wilmington's going to have the ball to start with.
Who's ahead, Charlie?
Nobody. It's 28-28. Same score, same tie we had at the end of the first quarter, 13-13.
Right. Very even game.
So you got to keep an eye on Butcher, make sure he doesn't pick up that fourth foul. Wilmington needs to, keep the rebounding up. It's one thing they need to do. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Zantini.
I'm sure Massie will try to give Matt Butcher another foul or two.
Well,
they'd like to see him out of the game.
Mikey Brown inbound. Tries to get it in, tries to squeeze it in there to Bernhardt, and it's just not going to happen. We got a foul before the shot. I think it's going to be on Mikey Brown on the reach. Yeah, Mikey Brown, that's his third also. And he's going to come out here, it looks like, but not right now because they've already handed the ball over.
He was pushed, so it's not going to count as over and back.
Yeah, no over and back. That's going to go against number 11. That's going to go against Blake Ireland. Yeah. So Balzar back in for Mikey Brown. Blake Ireland picked up his first foul. So Wilmington gets the ball back here. Balzar gives it over to Blessing on the right side. Gets into Butcher. Butcher goes up underneath. No good. Ball's tapped around. Clinton-Massie comes out with it. Ireland bringing it up right in the middle of the court. Guarded by Balzar. Zantini out on top.
No one scored here early in the third quarter.
Nice drive to the bucket by Ireland, but a little erratic on the shot. Blessing gets the bound and brings it down. Butcher drives the middle of the lane, puts it up, no good. Gets his own rebound, but then throws it away. Massie trying to move the ball down quick, but Wilmington's back on defense. Shot up, no good. Butcher with the rebound again. He hands it off to Blessing. Blessing's going to drive the right side, pull up jumper, 10-footer. It's good.
No, he's adding to that leading score.
Yeah, 19 so far. Massie with the basketball. Myers has it out here on the right wing. He gives it off to Ireland. Ireland dribbling the right side. Zantini on top. He's going to try to drive the right side of the lane, puts up the bank shot, and it's good. Nice move there by Zantini. I think we got to have a technical foul here.
I was going to say, who was that?
Ireland.
Ireland must have said something to the...
We got a foul.
And a technical.
And a technical.
So he's got two fouls at the same time.
Yes. So Ireland gets called for the reach, and then just one shot down here by Blessing, and no good. Now he's going to get two, it looks like.
Right. That was the shot for the technical?
Well,
or no?
They're both technical foul shots. He misses both of them. And Clinton-Massie, or Wilmington will have the
possession.
Yeah, Wilmington will have the basketball. So Ireland now in foul trouble. He's picked up 3 quick fouls here already in the second half.
Well, it doesn't help when you get a technical on top of a regular foul.
Well, I'm sure he said something under his breath, but it wasn't quite far enough under his breath. Baltzar on the drive, makes it. Massie with basketball. Zantini has it out on top. Over to Redmond. Redmond had a nice first half. He drives.
Oh, good block.
Blocked by number 22, Cole Bernhardt. Butcher coming back into the game. Out goes Shane Griffith. Shot up by number 23,
nice
off the board. Owen Trick with the basket. Blessing over to Butcher. Busher fakes the shot. Butcher, long three-pointer, count it. And believe it or not, that's his first bucket of the game, folks.
Got to call time? No, 5 seconds.
5-second call. Massie couldn't get the ball in.
A little bit of pressure by the Hurricane. And
Clinton-Massie's coach giving the referees a rough way to go. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't end up with a tee before the night's over. 35-32. Hurricane with the ball. Blessing, pull-up jumper, left side. Ooh, misses everything. Coming down with the rebound is Zantini, excuse me. Myers has it out here on the right side. Dribbles right. Back out to Zantini. Zantini, left wing, three-pointer, no good. Blessing with the rebound. On scramble for it on the floor, and he gets it over to Butcher. Baltzar, three-pointer, count it.
They're going to have a timeout here. They're going to have to slow the Hurricane down.
Kellen Baltzar.
There's your timeout. They waited until they got it across mid, and they called their timeout.
Timeout, Clinton-Massie, 38-32.
Well, it's been a very close game, and sort of with the advent of that technical foul, that sort of put Massie at a disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah, you hate to see that. I mean, Blake Ireland is playing with a ton of passion, and you can tell that you can't let that. You can't
cloud
let that over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. You got to draw the line, you know. You got to draw the line somewhere. You can't do things like that. It's going to get your team hurt. You can think it all you want. You just can't say it, you know.
Right.
38-32. And Massie already this half has 3 fouls, but those are all from Blake Ireland. He's the only one that's committed fouls. For Massie, you know, Mikey Brown, he's committed one for the Hurricane. Got a little Bruno Mars going on in the background here. Just kidding. Rick and Sydney and I are up here dancing.
Speak for yourself, Charlie.
All right, here we go. Clinton-Massie with the basketball. 4:33 to go, third quarter. Ball is in, all shot up at the foul line, no good by Myers. Rebounded by Bernhardt. Oh, Baltzar feeling the three.
Oh, my gosh.
And he scores another one.
Yeah.
He's got 8 this quarter.
Massie better be careful. The Hurricane going to put this away.
Nice defense out on top by Brandon Glass.
Oh, charge. Must have been an elbow or something.
Owen Trick, that's his third. Team's fourth.
So the fouls are starting to pile up.
Roderick Mudis-Paul coming out. Ireland back into the game now. He set him for a few minutes, calm him down a little. Like I say, I like his spunk, but you just can't do things to get your team hurt. Going Baltzar, bringing the ball up. He's able to pop it from there, Rick.
Yeah.
Oh, passer. Blessing, left wing. Missing everything. I tell you, the other end of the court, he was making everything.
Good
this
move.
end, he's trouble. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Butcher.
Going to stay with Massie.
Stay with the Falcon. 3:42 to go, 40 in the third quarter, 41-32, Wilmington on top.
Sydney, if you go get more popcorn, you know I'll eat some. Charlie, you want popcorn?
Sure.
He wants popcorn. Except you can't be crunching
Shot
on
up. That's good. Back the other way. Shot up. No good. Shot was made by Ireland and missed on this end by Baltzar. Three-pointer. No good by Ireland. Zantini there to eat up the rebound. Puts it up and in.
That's a heads-up play by Zantini. He puts that back in for 2 points. Three.
Shot by Butcher. No good.
Wow.
Cole Bernhardt. That's a push from behind.
Second foul he has. 41-36, the Hurricane in the lead right now.
.250 to go, third quarter. Oh, Massie almost throws the ball away. Nice save. Back out to Zantini. He's driving the right side of the lane, passes it back out. Nice drive to the bucket,
Good
number
move.
33, Jordan Redmond with the basket. Back the other way, Luke Blessing goes all the way.
He just blew by all the Falcon.
That puts him up to 21 points. Oh, thought we had a nice steal there by number 5, Brandon Glass, but the foul was called. Brandon Glass gives the thumbs up to the referee. That's good sportsmanship. Who knows what he's thinking?
Charlie.
Timeout. No, he did. He gave him thumbs up.
If you could read my mind. Here's your popcorn, Charlie. Don't eat all in one place.
Here you go. Thank you. All right. You sure? All right. Well, that's what I got. There you go. Got some popcorn. I tell you, that's one of the nice things. You know, the movie theaters weren't open for a long time.
Are they open now?
Yeah. But now you get popcorn at the ball games.
I was going to say, I'm surprised that I didn't think the theaters were open. I know that, several of the theater chains, the bigger theater chains, have been closing some of their theaters permanently. They're not going to be reopening.
Right.
No.
Well, you wonder what's going to actually happen, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody keeps saying, oh, this is the new normal. God, I hope not.
Yeah, well.
I hope not.
Once again, only time will tell us.
43-38.
My wife's giving me heck on this popcorn.
That's good.
So right now, 43-38, Hurricane in the lead. It's been very close this entire contest so far. It was tied after the first quarter. It was tied after the half, and there's not really that much of a differential between the two teams right now.
Massie with the basketball. Here we go. Inbounding. Jordan Redmond gets it over to Zantini. He drives the lane. No good. Nice rebound by number 23.
Is that Butcher?
Owen Trick. Fouls on 22, Cole Bernhardt.
Okay, so Bernhardt.
His second. That's what I had him as. He said team second, or he said his second last time.
All right, each team has 4 fouls
Owen
now.
Trick at the line. Misses the first. Bilvin's back in the game for Baltzar. Baltzar gave him a nice little spark go. I'm sure he'll be back. Trick for his second shot. No good. Rebounded out there by Glass. Got traveling.
I think out of the corner of his eye, he saw the defender from Massie, and he tried to sort of get around him and couldn't do it.
Luke Blessing with the travel. So Clinton-Massie with the basketball. Oh,
nice.
All the way to the hoop, number 11, Blake Ireland. Wilmington starts to pull ahead, then Massie seems to get right back in it. Butcher going down the right side, no good, gets his own rebound though, puts it up and in. Second chance points, boys, they're getting them a little bit tonight. They didn't get any against Hillsborough. Massie with the basketball. Nice turnaround jumper.
Good.
Jordan Redmond. Vilvins over to Blessing. Blessing goes left baseline.
Nice move.
And it's good. 23 now for Blessing tonight. 47-42. About a minute left to go, third quarter. Bomb, three-pointer, no good by Ireland. Blessing gets the ball quickly. Gets over to Glass. He shoots a bomb three-pointer, and it's good. (50-42). Wilmington on top. Massie with the basketball. Drive the bucket, shot up, a lot of contact, no foul called either way. Ball's being tapped around underneath.
Nobody can hang on to it. It's going to be Massie's ball.
It's going to go out of bounds. Yeah, Hurricane had 3 or 4 shots at it there and just couldn't grab it.
Once again, another programming note. This next broadcast that we're going to be doing is girls basketball. Lady Kane, I'll have to look up and see who they're entertaining this next Thursday night. It'll be a week, next Thursday. So, and that game will start, I think we'll be on the air, barring any overruns from the junior varsity game, at 6:45.
I might have an East Clinton girls game at night, so may have to make sure Jumping Joe's here.
Yeah, or put out the bat signal for Tony. He's chomping at the bit. Yep, that was a...
Yep, double dribble by Clinton-Massie's number 22.
Kind of lost
Alex
control
Jones.
and tried to pick it up, just couldn't do it.
Butcher back into the game. 17 seconds to go here, 50-42. They get the ball into Blessing. He's bringing it up down the middle. Butcher, three-pointer, right side, no good.
Good rebound, but he jumped and then traveled.
Travel by number 22, Cole Bernhardt.
Yep.
He's so tall, it looks like he goes over the back, but he really doesn't. He just goes straight up and can grab the ball away from the defender that's closer to the goal. 3.4 seconds. Massie going to get off a shot. They get one off, but nowhere near.
A little short.
50-42. First time tonight we haven't had a tie at the end of a period. So Wilmington has 50, Massie 42, and Zantini had 4. Ireland had 4. Trick 2. Redmond 4. For the Hurricane, Butcher finally got on the board. He scored 5. Brandon Glass 3. Baltzar, I have him for 8. And this is just second half points, folks. And then 6 for Blessing. And Blessing has 23 overall. And foul-wise, people in trouble. Butcher did not pick up another foul. He has 3. Mikey Brown has 3. Blake Ireland has 3 for Clinton-Massey. And also Owen Trick has 3. Mooterspaul has 2.
I think Massey has the ball.
And Cole Bernhardt has 2 also for the Hurricane. So no one real big foul trouble other than Butcher and Ireland.
So Massey indeed will have the ball here in the fourth quarter.
Ireland bringing the ball up, being guarded closely by Glass. Gets it over to Redmond. Redmond dribbling around the outside. Looking for somebody to give it to. Gives it underneath number 32. Turnaround jumper, no good. That was Broderick Mooterspaul. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Wilmington. Blessing bringing the ball up. And he gets reached in upon by number 11, Blake Ireland. That's going to be his fourth, so he's probably coming out. Lamb coming back into the game.
So Ireland's coming out.
Yep. He's got 4 fouls, so.
They want to keep him at least for the last few minutes.
5 fouls for Clinton-Massie so far this half and 4 for the Hurricane. Wilmington with the ball. He's been kind of quiet tonight. Vilvins. Shot put up by Butcher, and he gets hammered underneath by Zantini.
Well, Zantini wanted to make sure that he wasn't going to muscle it up. If he was going to give up the foul, he wanted to make sure he wasn't going to make it.
Yep. So Zantini, he will pick up his second, and Matt Butcher going to the line, see if he can make a couple free throws here. First one's up, and it's good. Mikey Brown back in for the Cane, and Logan Myers back in for Massey. Zantini pops out for Clinton-Massie.
My wife.
Butcher makes the next one. So Butcher's up to 7, all second half points.
Almost looked like he carried that ball there.
A lot of them, when they dribble, it looks like, they do. Shot up, no good, but Massey with a rebound. They get it out to Redmond. Redmond has it out here on the right side. Gets it over to Myers. Back out on top to Lamb. Lamb tries to dribble, middle of the key. Redmond has it, turnaround jumper, right side, no good. Vilvins fight for the rebound.
Is it foul? They're going to call a foul.
What are they going to call? Jump
ball?
No,
he's going to call it jump ball. That looked like he was fouled.
Yep, it's going to go to Wilmington.
But nevertheless, the Hurricane will have possession of the ball, but
Trick back into the game for the Falcons. Mikey Brown bringing the ball up.
He's definitely one of Wilmington's better ball handlers.
Oh, yeah. What we got?
It's against Massey.
Fouls on Logan Myers, his first. Team 7th.
So we're in the 1-on-1 now.
Mm-hmm. So Mikey Brown at the line. First shot's up, no good. Rebounded by Owen Trick. He gets it out to Lamb. Lamb bringing it up the right side. Hands it off to Redmond. Got a kick. It's going to stay with Clinton-Massie. 52-42 right now, guys. 6:22 to go. Massey to inbound underneath. Got the box, switch underneath. Bad pass back to Redmond, but he gets a hold of it. Drives middle of the lane, throws a little floater up, no good. Nice rebound by number 21, Russell.
Good block. Oh, but loses control.
I don't know how many times that's happened tonight where the Hurricanes had the ball underneath the Massey basket and then ended up losing control of it. Brady Vilvins had it that time, slipped right out of his hands.
So the Falcons have it underneath their basket.
Redmond inbound. Oh, almost knocked away there by Bernhardt. Lamb has it and guarded. Oh, foul's going to be on Vilvins. That's his first.
So the Hurricane with 5 fouls now to Massey's 7.
So Massey inbound, Redmond. He's having a hard time getting it in. Redmond gets the ball back.
Nice recovery.
After the deflected pass and takes it right to the hoop and scores. 52-44, 5:40 to play in the ball game. Mikey Brown thinking three. No good. Massie with the rebound. Lex Russell with the rebound. Massie trying to get the ball up court, but finding some good defense by Mr. Glass. Almost took it away. Underneath. Oh. Got away with an elbow, but number 21, Lex Russell, makes the basket. 52-46. Massey's trying to inch back in this. 5 minutes to go. Mikey Brown with the ball. It's knocked out. The Glass, three-pointer, no good. Brown on the rebound. Vilvins, short on the three.
Oh, on the line.
Glass almost had a nice save, but he stepped on the line.
So Clinton-Massie will have the ball.
I was wondering if Brady Vilvins is feeling good. But he just don't seem like the same guy we saw the other night.
Acts a little lethargic tonight, huh?
Yeah, it just makes you wonder, that's all. Massie with the basketball. Oh, block on the first shot, no good. Rebounded. Number 22 was the block. Bernhardt and gets the rebound. Going the other way, right elbow, shot up, no good.
They're letting them play.
Yep. Massie with the rebound. The shot was put up by Luke Blessing. He struggled on this end of the court.
That's a charge.
Yep. No, they called the block.
They called the block on Brown?
It's going to be his fourth.
So Mikey Brown with 4 fouls now. Wilmington has 6 fouls to Massey's 7. It's 46 for Massie and 52 for Wilmington.
Mikey Brown, Rick's just a freshman.
Yeah. 4:22 left in this.
They got some good minutes from him.
Yeah. Well, he played in the junior varsity game, too.
Shot, put up.
Nice. Well, the Falcons are not going away.
Shot up, no good. A Glass.
Wilmington, that's a jump ball. Wilmington has had some great three-point looks. They just haven't come down with as many as they've missed. They've been open for a lot of those shots. Sydney, I think that they come for more than just the popcorn. Good steal.
Stolen. Inbound. And he got hammered, too. I tell you what, he hit the floor hard. Hopefully he's okay. He looks like he's getting up a little bit. If I'd been one of those cartoons, you'd see stuff spinning around his head right now. Blessing. Foul on Redmond. That's his second. He put the hammer down on Blessing. Referee's checking on him, make sure he's okay. Shooting 2. He struggled on this end of the court tonight. Let's see, can he get this one in? Yep, he makes the first one. This is the second. Rebounded by Lex Russell. Redmond bringing the ball up. Gives it over to the side to Trick. Oh, he got away with a walk here. But
Wilmington
knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with. It's going to go to the Hurricane. Trick missed a shot, but he got away with a little walk in there. Thought he had a Samsonite out. 53-48, 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Hurricanes holding on to this 5-point lead. Butcher, three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Jordan Redmond. He's a good ball player for Clinton-Massie.
He is a good ball player.
Back out to Zantini. Shoots from the left side, misses everything. Wilmington has it. Luke Blessing has it. Drives the right side of the lane, puts it up and in.
And we got timeout. The Falcons.
I think Hurricane called that one.
Did they?
I think.
Maybe he pointed to the wrong team. Okay, so he's pointed over to Wilmington.
Full timeout, Wilmington. 55-48. Vilvins back into the game for the Hurricane.
has been a really good basketball game. Very evenly matched teams. There's not been a lot of extracurricular activity, which sometimes when you see cross-county rivals, you see a little bit more of the chippiness, but we haven't really had a lot of that tonight.
I know you're saying that, and I agree. It seems like it up here, but if we were down on the floor, I bet we might have a different perception.
Well, if you're talking about what you could hear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and typically in games past, we were right there at the scorer's table with where we broadcast from. I guess there's pros and cons about being down on the floor. You prefer to be down there, Charlie.
I like it being in the action.
Yeah. I don't have any problem being up here in the crow's nest. I guess the biggest thing is that we have the ability to plug directly into the Ethernet now.
Sure.
What Wilmington needs to do is to get some Ethernet down there actually on the floor so that we could plug in either here or down there. I'm sure that if I asked Troy to get working on that, he'd talk with Don and we might have it happen. I mean, one thing I can say about Wilmington and Clinton-Massie, we have had excellent support from both those schools when we've asked for something.
Clinton-Massie with the ball. Oh, nice pass underneath number 21. Lex Russell. Ireland saw him and got it to him. Vilvins has it right side, tries to throw it inside. Stolen, though, by Logan Myers. He gets it out to Ireland. Ireland pushing the ball down quickly. 2:52 to go. Oh, three-pointer.
Got it.
Massey.
Massey's trying to get this coming back.
Jordan Redmond, 55-53. Butcher with the ball.
Another
Three-pointer for the Cane. Count it.
Trading threes.
Brandon Glass. Oh, this is exciting, folks. 58-53. Three-pointer down on this end. No good.
Oh, he stepped
They're
on the line.
going to call it.
Oh, they're going to call.
They're just saying it's out of bounds.
On number 22.
Out of bounds on Cole Bernhardt. I'm surprised they didn't call the foul on Massey there.
Well, for a lot of you that maybe don't follow basketball that closely as far as how a lot of this video gets uploaded to the internet and that, not from our streams, but what we call Huddle, which is a system that they use so that they can upload game video that teams can scout the other teams with. Massey's got a new system that they're going to be putting in play.
Oh, nice drive.
It's a new kind of Huddle camera, and it's got artificial intelligence to follow the ball.
Shot up from the corner, number 5.
Gonna have to have a timeout here.
Glass.
I guess they'll wait till they come across court.
2 minutes to go.
Oh, taken away.
Stolen.
Pops a
three. Three-pointer. He is on fire.
The nail is getting placed into the coffin here.
Has hit 4 threes here in the second half. He has 17 tonight on his own. Almost stolen there by Wilmington. Shot up.
Nice.
Number 10, Logan Myers with a 3. Minute 30, 64-56. Oh, Brandon Glass, 3 again. No.
A little short.
This is it this time. And Clinton-Massie's going to come out there with it. Nice pass. Number 10 puts it in. Logan Myers.
Heads up play there.
64-58. 1:10 to go. Wilmington up 6.
And they're in no hurry to score.
Well, heck no. Massey's in a little bit of a zone here. Look like 1-2-2.
Looks like Wilmington's going to the 4 corners here trying to put something away.
I don't know if this would be the time to go to a zone.
Oh, that's a push.
That should almost be an intentional foul.
Number 11.
And that's going to be his 5th.
Oh, he's going to take a seat.
Yep, his 5th. This is the right thing to do. This is right. He needed to. Somebody needed to make a foul for Massey. But I'll tell you what, I know some referees that would probably call that intentional. Yeah.
Normally, I don't. How many minutes we have left?
Less than a minute, 49 seconds.
I'd say that in most cases, after a certain time left in the game, if you commit a foul, they usually just automatically call it intentional.
Here we go, at the line. There's Glass. He's
Short.
been hot, then misses that one, barely hit the rim. 6-0. Bad throw by Redmond. One of the few errors he's made tonight. Full timeout, Hurricane.
So I think that the coach just wants to talk over with the Cane players what he wants to do for these last few seconds of the game and not do anything silly that would cause Massie to have any hope of coming back in this contest.
Yep, 64-58.
We were talking about that new huddle system that Massie had installed. It is a new system with an artificial intelligence camera that follows the ball.
Yeah.
They can use it for volleyball. They can use it for any kind of sport that happens in their gym. And I think we're going to work with that system to tie into it to be able to bring you, multiple camera angles like we do with our normal broadcast, but also use their AI system with Huddle. And we'll see how that works out. I know Matt Baker was still, testing it. I think they've done some volleyball with it, but no basketball games yet. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. It's directly connected to the Ethernet, and I think they're setting up a small studio, not actually in the gym, but just outside the gym, where they're going to do a lot of the switching and that kind of stuff. So we'll see how that comes along, but I know they're very excited over at Massie with the new system.
44.7 seconds left, 64-58. Wilmington on top. Wilmington with the basketball. And Massie is pressing, obviously, and they're trapping out of the press.
Want to get it over.
Get the ball down. Vilvins.
Not going to be in any hurry to try to score.
Back out to Glass, who's been hot. He gets fouled.
One of the good things about those AI systems, for us, with basketball, obviously you've got multiple cameras, but a lot of times volleyball, other matches and things like that don't get the coverage by, entities like us. So with this system, you don't really need a camera person in order to be able to do it. And with the addition of some commentary, you've got basically a broadcast.
Brandon Glass makes the first. Yeah, it sounds pretty neat. Gabe McDowell was the guy that made the foul there for Clinton-Massie. 33 seconds, 65-58. Game's really not over yet. I mean, anything can happen. You got 33 seconds left. Each team has 2 timeouts left. Glass makes that one too. 66-58. Here comes Redmond bringing it down the other way, and he shoots it up in the lane. That's good.
Timeout.
And a timeout by Clinton-Massie.
Well, I don't know if you're aware of it, Charlie, but East Clinton has a system on their football field now. And it's a different type of system. It's not Huddle, and it's operated a little differently. But once again, it's artificial intelligence, and it can do anything to track soccer or to track football, any of that right there on the field. And in talking with the athletic director over there, Jim had said that what they initially wanted to do was to be able to maybe broadcast to the screens in the cafeteria,
right,
and be able to have people sit in there because they can't put as many people in the stands, right, simply because of the situation with COVID-19.
Right.
So in the future, I don't know whether they intend on trying to bring something into the gym, because they have those systems like Huddle for the football fields and for the basketball courts. But this is something that everybody is going to, because it doesn't involve, camera people, and
right,
they can still do broadcasts, especially where people can't come into the gym and watch.
Interesting. Okay, Wilmington inbounds, 24 seconds left. They get the ball down, which is a major accomplishment there. They're just going to get fouled. And fouled again is Gabe McNow. He fouls Brandon Glass, and he's been the hot hand. So Glass coming to the line to shoot 2. First one's up and good.
67-60 with 18.1 seconds remaining.
Glass, if he makes this, he'll have 20. 67-60, 18.1 to go. He makes it. He got 20 points tonight.
Nice game for him.
15 of them coming in the second half. Oh, nice
Stolen.
steal from Vilvins. Going downtown and gets the slam.
That's
Slam dunk.
Icing on the cake, huh?
Vilvins.
Oh, rattles
shot
around.
Up, no good, and that's it. What a way to end it. A slam dunk by Brady Vilvins. 70-60.
So the Hurricane get the broom out and sweep Massey in all three games, the freshman game, the junior varsity game, and, of course, the conclusion here of the varsity game, which we broadcast tonight.
And, they don't shake hands at the end of the games now because of the COVID stuff. And, it's just the way it goes. I mean, it's kind of awkward at the end of ball games. The coaches wave at each other, the teams wave at each other, and we move on.
Well, the good thing is these Falcons get to see the Hurricane in their gym here in a few weeks, so it's not over. The battle, the county battle will continue.
No, but Coach Kramer's got to be a lot happier tonight.
Well, there's no question. The effort put forth by these Hurricane guys has been lights out over what they played against Hillsborough in the gym here. So
rebounding a lot better. Brady Vilvins, he had the slam at the end, but he seemed like, I don't know if he was maybe not feeling well tonight or something, but he didn't seem like he had the same vim and vigor as he did the other night. Well, let's get some scores here, and we'll get everybody out of here because I know Sydney is ready to eat her popcorn here. Cody Zantini had 4, Keegan Lamb 2. Logan Myers had a nice night. He had 15. Blake Ireland, these are all Clinton-Massie. He had 9. Lex Russell 4. Alex Jones 3. Owen Trick 2. Broderick Moosepal 2. Jordan Redmond, big scorer for the Clinton-Massie. He had 19.
Nice night for him as well.
And then for Wilmington, Matthew Butcher had 7 points all in the second half. Kind of a down night for him, really. You think he's always going to score double figures. Brandon Glass, 20. Kendall France, he ended up having, that's not Kendall France, that's Balzar. Balzar had an 8. And those were critical 8 points. They kind of helped extend the lead. Brady Vilvins, 4. Griffith, 2. And then Luke Blessing, he ended up with 25, it looks like. 17 in the first half. And actually 26. He had 9 in the second half.
So we'd have to call him the player of the game, huh, Charlie?
Yeah, him, or I tell you what, Brandon Glass, he come in.
He had a lot of critical shots. He made shots when we needed him.
Yes, second half pressure. I'll tell you another person I would put in there as a player of the game would be Mikey Brown. Yeah. Mikey Brown come in, played some solid minutes for him, some good defense, and I thought it went real well.
Yeah.
Well, you got next week. You say next. I have to check my schedule.
This coming Thursday, 7:00, we will be tipping off with Lady Cane basketball, and so keep an eye out on the site, and obviously every week is a different week. So just make sure that you check our Facebook feed or the actual Campus Nation website. But for Charlie Hargrave, for Rachel Hargrave, for Dean Thompson, for my wife Sydney Alexis, this has been Rick Phillips. CampusNation.com.